Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. In this tutorial, I'll be looking at the neural amp modeler on the Valeton GP200. Valeton's new update, which is version 1.7.4 for the firmware, came with a slot where you can download and install snapshots, or let me say amp captures. When you go to the DST block and scroll all the way down, you would see Snaptone 1, Snaptone 2 up to 5. Same thing for the amp block. I've loaded something in the Snaptone 1. That is why you see Snaptone 2 all the way to Snaptone 5. Under the DST block, you get to load only pedal captures. And then under the amp block, you get to upload only amp head or a full rig. By full rig, I mean you can have the amp turned on without the cabinet. So these two can be loaded for the amp section. So let's see where to get these N.A.M tones, and then we'll delve deep into how to use them. So the N.A.M simply means Neural Amp Modeler, and it's an open source project that uses deep learning to create models of guitar amplifiers and pedals with state-of-the-art accuracy. These are the list of companies or organizations that are using this Neural Amp Modeler technology. But the one that allows us to download for free or to test is the Tone 3000. And when you visit tone3000.com, this is how the page looks like. There is a browse button over here which you can click, or you can click to search, and then you type what you want, and then it will filter based on that and then present a list. So I'm going to search for Roland. I actually want a JC120 capture. So basically the reason why I'm going for a JC120 is because the Valeton's JC120 amp sounds like it was recorded in mono. You don't get the volume knob aside the gain knob. I need both volume and then gain to, properly shape certain things. But with as it is now, you can work around with it and it will work. But I need more flexibility. That's why I'm going for that. I would scroll through. Before we choose any of these models, there are a number of filters over here. So you can filter based on the best match, the newest model, the oldest model, the trending model, and then the most downloaded all time. When you come to the left side, you get to see the gear, which allows you to filter based on amp head, the full rig. So the full rig was what I was talking about. It comes with an amp head and a cabinet. So when you are working with it, you don't need the cap block. But in our case, I just need amp head. And then you can also filter based on the pedal. You can also filter based on outboard, the impulse response. Scroll down again, you get to see another set of filters. You get to see tags, and you can search through the makes and models. You can go through and then choose the one that works best for you, the creators. These are some of the things that are there to help you choose or find what you are looking for faster. So I'm going to choose amp head, and immediately I do, it will filter based on that automatically without me clicking anything. And I'll choose this particular second model, and then I'll hit download. You can also save this particular model or amp capture. So if you do not have an account with Tone 3000, you would have to create one. they will require your email address so that they send you a magic link, and then you confirm from that side, and then you get to be signed up on 23,000. So now that we have that, you can also get to read about the description of the amp capture. Over here, there isn't much to be read. So it says clean channels with both low and high inputs. So aside that, you get to see a preview. So you can click this play button to see how the amp head is going to sound like. And then these are the list of captures that are there. We have the channel 1 high, channel 2 high, channel 1 low, channel 2 low. And then you get to see a list of input rhythms. So these are basically clean, dry guitar signal without any amplification. It is being routed through the amp model that you choose over here. And then you get to hear how it sounds. So these are the list of IRs that are over here. At the moment, I really don't like how they sound on the app, but I think with time they will improve it. But that aside, you can also scroll down to download the N.A.M files individually by clicking this. When you do, you will get to receive the name of the file .nam as it is written on the website. Either that, or when you click download all, you get a zip file. So after downloading the zip file, you have to unzip it. You can watch this particular video to see how to unzip these files. So now that I have it unzipped, I'll go into the app, go to the spot where I want to load it. Over here, I want to load the amp capture inside the second spot. So I right click it. When you right click it, you would see import N.A.M file. You will see the rename N.A.M file, and then you see delete .nam file. So I'll click import N.A.M file and navigate to where I have the unzip folder. So over here it's Roland Jazz Chorus, and I'm going to load the first channel. I click on that, and then I click open. It will show you where it is going, which is the second spot over here, Snap Tone 2. So if you want to move it to Snap Tone 3, you can choose that. So let's choose that, and then we will click load. So when you click load, it will ask you if you are sure you want to cover the N.A.M file. So load it. So now that we have the N.A.M file imported, we click OK. So now we have the JC120 loaded. I think I loaded it twice, but the process is still the same. Now let's hear how it sounds like. Because of the orientation of the signal chain, I would push this to 100, the volume to 100, and leave the gain at 50. And then I'll change the cap because I'm only using the amp head. So I will go ahead and choose the JC120 amp head. Sorry, cabinets 2x12 with no signal in there. Let me hit record. So let's compare this with the default JC120 that came with the Valeton GP200. Like I said, it only has a gain knob. So I'm going to push this all the way to 100 so that you can hear it audibly. So the capture that I imported was the channel 1, which was the bright side. So let me turn on the bright switch. Now let's compare it with the amp capture. So volume at 100, everything at 50. So you realize the capture has a lot of definition, and it sounds like it was recorded in stereo or it was captured in stereo compared to the default one that comes with the Valeton GP200. One thing that I encountered was I tried loading an amp capture in the DST block, but I got this particular screen and it required me to reshuffle things around, and after a while the software started freezing. So I don't know if this DST block is only meant for pedals, but that aside, the process is still the same. So you simply have to visit the Tone 3000 and make sure you are downloading only the pedal side. So that's where the filters over here comes in handy. So I would uncheck this, then check pedal. So after clicking, it will do the filtering and then give me pedals that match the search term. So you can download that, and when you click this, I think I've already opened it over here. When you click that, it gives you a list, like you get to see the description based on, so each creator has their own way of describing what they have. So this particular creator describes everything that you are getting from this particular capture. So these are the list of the pedals that he has in there, and you can download and then try them one by one and then see which one works best for you. With this particular issue, what I had to do was to press one of the first two buttons to either go back, forward, and then come back, or vice versa. And then I had to delete the amp capture from the DST block and only keep the amp capture under the amp block. In case you encounter that issue, you know how to fix it. If you have any questions, please drop them in the comment section. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. See you next time.